situation tonight, you can decide to get out of it.
Hey guys.
Because nobody has to perpetually live in defeat. Because the provision has been made for victory.
Rock, paper,
But
scissors,
I want you to realize that it is important for you to accept temptation and even thank God for it as a choice and an opportunity to choose for Him. I was talking to someone who was involved in deep sin. Deep sin. It was an incredible situation, and this person said, I couldn't extricate myself from it until I realized that even if I were tempted from now until the day I would die, I would thank God for that temptation, and I would thank God that I had the opportunity to choose for Him. And eventually that person broke that sinful habit through the help of the Holy Spirit. So don't think that spirituality, that you're going to reach a certain plateau where you will never be tempted. No, you'll be tempted. But spirituality is the ability to know how to handle it. Second observation
That
is
beats
this.
that. That beats that.
We are tempted in a moment
So he's
of
cooked
weakness.
either way. He picked
We are
both fish.
tempted in a
So if he
moment of
picks,
weakness.
so yeah, he's
Watch
gonna
those
pick that
moments
to
of
win.
weakness. Notice it says that when Jesus had
Minus one.
fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he
It's a little
then became
complicated,
hungry.
but you'll get
And the tempter came and
it.
said
Didn't
to
take
him,
me
if
long.
you are the Son of God, command that these stones become bread. When did he tempt Jesus? When Jesus was desperately hungry, Satan tempted him in an area where Jesus was going to be weak, because it was there that Satan thought he could win his victory. Now, I don't know what your area of weakness is, but oftentimes Satan comes to us just in a time when we are in emotional stress.
Oh, it's a tie, because he's
Have
gonna
you ever
pick that.
found people
He's
who
gonna
perhaps
pick that to break
lose
his
their
scissors,
temper
but
and they
he's
say,
gonna
well,
pick that.
just everything went wrong. The kids were
Or
bad."
not. That was a
You
stupid
heard
decision.
about the man who decided to buy his wife some flowers one day, just out of the blue. And she met him at the door, and there he was with these flowers. And she said, oh, no. She said, this is awful. She says, the kids have been bad. The roast is burned. I had some friends over, some company, and the house wasn't cleaned up. And now my husband comes home drunk. Well, moral of the
I'm gonna
story
pick
is husbands
this and
do
this.
that more
That
often
way I
so
have
that your
an
wife
advantage.
won't be a shock to her system. But here's the thing, you find people who have all of these struggles, all of these things, a very bad
Oh, he didn't
day.
pick.
The kids are bad, the roast is burned, and so they blow up and they begin to blame their circumstances and begin to say, well, it was because of these things that I blew up. Actually, you can never blame your circumstances, did you know?
I'm gonna add costs.
Because your circumstances are neutral. It is you that has lost his temper. It is you that has to bear the responsibility for that. And it is at those moments of weakness, however, that Satan likes to exploit us and likes to tempt us. And a moment of weakness is when you are very, very frustrated. Many of you say, well, I have my moments of weakness then all the time. Well, maybe you do, but those are the moments to watch. And the moment to watch is not only when you are frustrated, but also when you have just been victorious. Those are the moments. You remember the children of Israel at Ai? They had just conquered Jericho. The city had just fallen down. And then they said, well, that is, they had conquered Jericho, and they said, let's go and capture Ai. And they did not receive counsel from the Lord, but they sent an army up there, and the army was soundly defeated, and 18 men were killed.
I bet you're gonna lose.
Because of the self-confidence that the victory of Jericho generated. Oh, if you have...
It's been 3 rounds. 1 bullet in the chamber. 3 out of 6. Always pick these 2 hands. Always pick them. It's your best luck. Okay, hold on. What does he have? Opponent's hand, paper, It's a He didn't pick disqualified. Get disqualified. Lola. Ay, Mickey. Lola Araska. Hey, sunshine. 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 Thanks, Lola. When I can't use my hand, like when I can't use my hands, I just use my dog's paw. 5 out of 6. So that means whoever wins the next round wins. Spend 3. Swap that. Shoot. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So it's either a tie or he loses. Or he gets really lucky. Yup, he clipped. It's 5 out of 6. Yup, no. There we go. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Paper. Oh, he's cooked. Brother's cooked. Uh-oh. Oh, bro, I just got the luckiest of the lucky. Oh. So it's either way. So yeah, it's either way. Oh yeah. The game can. I should at least make it. Now I'll do rock. I'll do rock. Oh, I'm cooked. Wait, no. I'm not. Oh, I could have killed him if I picked paper. No. No, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, he's cooked. He's cooked. We all know what hand I'm picking. We all know what hand I'm picking. I ain't switching. 8. People think if they pick the opposite hand, 3 in 6 chance. Yeah, he's cooked either way. What I mean by cooked is not like he's dead. Like I get to shoot him. Bro, these people suck at this game. These people suck. 5 wins. He knows my trick. So he could just pick a rock. No, buddy. You didn't play correctly. I love you, Jesus. Bro, look at me. I'm like, oh, he's good. Why would you pick both rock? Why? What is the purpose of picking both rock? I mean, you know my strat. You've seen it 2 times already. Dumbass. Let's see. You lucky son of a gun. I almost never pick rock. Oh. He's obviously picking scissors. Yeah, that was easy to know. Took us long enough to put a bullet in the chamber. Okay, boop up. This is easy. If the video just ends, it's because there's like a limit on the screen recording, that's why, so. Oh, wait a minute, he tried to trick me. Oh no. Oh no. I'm cooked. And I almost rarely lose. Oh. Goodbye. Why are you doing... Oh, he thinks... Oh no, I don't think I'm cooked. No, yeah, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Or not. Or not, or not. Okay. Please. No, I think I'm cooked. Yup. A minute. Why is my body like that too? Sad. Bro, what do you mean, guys? GG. Kaka. Kaka. Ka. Kaka. Kaka. Ga. These people, I want straight here. Tie. Plus 1 bullet in the chamber. 5 out of 11. Playing for a while then. Then we get lucky for a while too. Come on, come on. I want Tay to win. Oh, yeah. Why do I sit like that? Anyways, I'm gonna play realistic ragdoll physics. I'm good at spelling.
Please spell
Legendary.
brick. Please spell stop.
Stop? How is that? How is that? Okay. How is that medium? It's S-T-O-P. I ain't stupid. Fifth grade.
Please spell wind.
That's a fifth grade word? Wind? How?
Please spell pink.
Pink. Pinge? Why? How do
Please
people get
spell.
it wrong?
Hoop.
H-O-O-P. Sixth grade.
Please spell yell.
Y-E-L-L. That's a sixth grade word that you gotta spell.
Stop. Please spell lead.
What did that say?
Please spell 12.
TWLV 12. Yeah, dude, why?
Please spell
People are so
pink eye.
pick pink. Hard.
Please spell figures.
Figures? Yeah.
Please spell scenery.
I don't know how to spell that. Yeah, I think, yeah, I would have done that actually. Now I'm not trying to be like I know everything, but I think I would have spelled
Please spell valedictorian.
that. Valedictorian? Dick. Yeah. Whoever spelled 12 does.
Please spell gum. Please spell
What here are
day.
you in? Dude, this is easy.
Please spell pig. Please spell
What?
cow. Please spell mom. Please spell mop.
You're so good at spelling. I'm a beginner.
Please spell web. Please spell jet. Please spell tea. Please spell mop.
Bro.
Please spell hen. Please spell joy. Please spell rob.
Oh, Rob.
Please spell ball.
Wait.
Please spell own. Please spell box. Please spell scout.
Right, you don't know.
Please spell bumpy.
Bumpy?
Order.
Bro.
Please spell. Mary. Mary.
I forgot to put spelling R.
Please spell. World. Please spell. Trap. Please spell. Price.
PRIC.
Please spell. Grill.
If I be the judge, I'm just gonna get everyone wrong. Stove? Grill, that's...
Please spell. Crush.
Bro, why did you spell...
Please spell. Germ.
Germ.
Please spell. Replay.
REPLA.
Please spell.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Bribery.
I didn't forget the second R. Okay, sorry.
Please spell. Easiest.
Emote. Cyber chairs. Speed. Cyber chair. 1.5 thousand going down. Yes, 7.
Please spell. Pig. Please spell. Mop. Please spell. Sky. Please spell. Zoo. Please spell. Hen.
HEN.
Please spell. Eat. Please spell. Jet. Please spell. Red.
RED. Bro, these are the easiest words.
Please spell. Gum. Gum.
Bro, I can't click it.
Please spell.
Like you. I don't know. No, I'm not joking. Like, actually, I can't click it. I'm getting invested. Hey!
Please spell. Fly.
F-L-Y.
Please spell. Icy.
I thought it
Please
was
spell.
I-C-Y.
Zoo. Please spell. Box. Please spell. Ice.
I-S-E.
Please spell.
Easy.
Red. Please spell. Ice. Please spell. Jet. Please spell. T. Please spell. 10. Please spell. Crazy.
Like for real, bro. Please spell crazy.
Please spell. Bugs. Please spell. Thin.
F-I-N. All I know is thin.
Please spell. Flea.
F-L-E-E.
Please spell. Price. Please spell. Hate. Please spell. World. Please spell. Stone. Please spell. Make.
Verb 2. Maker.
Please spell. Rock.
Go. Oh, hey, I'm a novice
Horse.
speller. Because these words are easy.
Please spell. Silk. Please spell. Fold. Please spell. Mouth. Please spell. Open. Please spell. Runner.
Took you long enough, brother. I
Please
mean,
spell.
like,
Saying.
saying. Bro, how? These people gotta be the dumbest people people on Earth.
Common.
Like, for real, bro. They have to be.
Please spell.
Like, these people.
Reserve.
Oh, buddy.
Bus.
Alright, I'm back, guys.
Please spell. Jaw.
I was the elected Commonwealth Attorney, Caroline County, January 1, 2000.
Mom, they're putting like 6th grade, 7th grade words to spell like.
Oh my gosh.
I am a believer
Forgot
that
about
a good
your
prosecutor
schooling.
will not shy away
Fly.
from tough cases. A meeting. Joe Marto and his wife. And
Please spell.
by the time that meeting was
Tax.
over, I was convinced that this was a case that I was interested in having
Please
investigated
spell.
and prosecuted.
Spa.
It seems highly unlikely that a woman about to embark on a career in the military is going to leave her husband
Please
without
spell.
getting divorced for another man.
And
Is going to leave 2 children behind. Is going to basically give up what is, sort of a lifelong dream to just disappear.
I'm cold. I want to snuggle up
What I
with you.
found in my
Please
list
Snuggle up with my little mama.
Wig.
highly
Whoa, Lola
intelligent
looks so
young
tiny.
lady. She wanted to better
I
herself.
don't know why.
We knew something was wrong.
please spell.
Please
She
spell.
hasn't renewed her driver's license. She hasn't renewed her insurance. She
Please
hasn't
spell.
done anything else that
Kid.
normal people do
Dun-dun-dun.
in the daily life.
Please spell.
None of that occurred. It just
Cow.
sometimes nothing is something.
Please spell.
Lisa
Cut.
just didn't disappear from the face of the earth. Looks like revolved around those 2 little girls. Lisa had a plan. And please listen.
Well, then Lisa's gonna
Please
stop
spell.
sitting.
This
Need.
is not someone
Really?
who's probably missing. This is someone
Mean and need.
Please spell.
That done on my face.
Boil.
That done on my face.
Please Boss.
What you gotta go get?
Please spell. Thin.
How about less fluid ounces?
I'm a nose. I
Please
heard
spell.
need too.
Tight.
I'm taking this. You took all of it.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico. Mopping is hard work, but I thought it was the only way I could get my floors truly clean. And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get
Please
cleaner
spell.
floors without the extra work.
See you.
A solution that breaks down dirt on contact and it adds hundreds of
You mean
Sui?
Sui?
Please spell. News.
Plus, it's 360-degree slope and cleans up along baseboards and even behind the
Please
toilet.
spell.
So ditch the bucket and all
Boil.
the hard work that comes along with it.
BOIL. Dude.
Please spell.
Stop saying see you. Oh. Bro, I cannot zoom in. How is a 6th grade word?
Please spell. Gear. Please spell. City. Please spell. World. Please spell. Brick.
Now's the time to upgrade to the new Dell AI PC. It's optimized for AI workloads and engineered for the future.
Oh, I blink every time I jump.
What's next?
Please
You're ready.
spell. Sleepy.
SLEE.
Please spell. Parry.
Everything about Lisa's life stopped. Looks like we may have the facts to be able to prove a murder here.
PARY.
when police and prosecutors
What?
don't have a body, they don't
Please
have
spell.
any information. So
Severe.
police and prosecutors then have to rely on other types of evidence.
They came up with a team of 5 investigators, and they fanned out. They went to Georgia, South Carolina,
Please spell.
Florida, Maine,
Huddle.
Texas, Virginia. They interviewed everybody.
They've heard wildly different versions of what Lawrence had told them and happened to Lisa. Lawrence said Lisa run off.
Hello,
Another version, Lawrence said that she'd run off.
Please spell.
I
Engine.
said hot.
And what the history of
Say hot.
lies.
Drop.
The lies that have been told over the
No.
years about what
Never.
happened.
Never.
Please spell. Snicker.
Agents in Florida want to talk to Lisa's first husband, Jim Burdett, who's now homeless.
I traveled to the last known area that Jim Burdett could have been at.
What are you typing?
Got a meal, go back to the sheriff's office, and sit there in the conference room. He has his briefcase. I am so curious of what's in that briefcase. Why would this homeless man be carrying around a briefcase in 104 degrees on a road in the middle of nowhere? So I open it up. What do I find? I find a plethora of tape.
Jim Burdett recorded his conversations with anybody that had anything to do with Lisa, hoping there might be something in there that he could use in his
Subscribe.
One of them was a
Please spell.
Lawrence talking
Bar.
to Jim Burdett 2 days after Lisa disappeared, and it's fast.
No, I missed it.
Lawrence
Please
is
spell.
explaining yet again
All.
another version of what happened. She didn't want to stay with me anymore. She wanted to go to.
Please
Fort Lee.
spell. Try.
You can hear him trying his stories out. You can hear him trying to dig information out of Jim Burdett that he could use.
Please spell.
And it was a critical piece
Ill.
of evidence. When you have this audio tape of Lawrence McKenzie's voice in January of
Please spell.
1995 talking about
10.
it, you can't argue with that.
Looking to bolster their case, investigators interviewed
Please
Diane,
spell.
who used to
Key.
babysit the Cadenzie's daughter Shelby back in Virginia. Lisa and Lawrence called Diane to babysit the weekend before Lisa was supposed to report to Fort Lee.
Lawrence
Please
was
spell.
excited for her to come home.
Now.
I took Shelby over to the babysitter. Lisa tells her this
Please spell.
was for Lawrence.
Ill.
I believe it was Lisa's tell babysitter Diane that she was going to leave Lawrence.
Please spell.
That Lawrence was afraid
All.
that Lisa was going to take Shelby away from him, just like she had taken Leah away from Jim Burdett.
We had a classic triggering event. He's going to lose control of his
Please
life,
spell.
but more importantly,
Fly.
he's going to lose control over the most important thing in his life, which is his daughter.
You start putting circumstances together.
Submit
and
it.
all starts going down the same road. That
Please spell.
Lawrence
Please spell.
Own.
more than likely
Please spell.
killed Lisa.
Please spell. Please spell. Please spell.
Possible motive established. They looked for evidence at the home Lawrence and Lisa once shared.
Please spell.
Please spell.
Please spell. Please
Own.
spell. Please spell.
Lord, I
Please
noticed the
spell.
drywall.
Please spell.
Please spell.
Pulled the carpet up,
Hot.
and there was just a gigantic
Hot.
red stain. It looked like blood. So I conducted a luminol.
Please spell.
It looked like
Cage.
blue
Hot.
light you've ever seen.
I've been recording for 44 minutes.
Brought to the lab.
Please spell.
They said we can't say it's
Acne.
blood. But what we can tell you is there's a whole lot of Clorox there.
Agent Collins goes down to Georgia. The downstairs tenant that was living in the basement at the time of Lisa's disappearance.
Please spell.
They did interview the basement
Block.
tenants, and the woman who lived in the basement essentially said that she hadn't seen anything.
Memory fade.
Please spell. Vest.
Get.
He said that
I'm
during
gonna
their life,
get you.
they remember details for years and years and years. So we were looking
I'm not
all
even
out
doing.
those details. sitting on the couch. She has her head down. And she starts to rock. And it gets to the point where she is rocking almost uncontrollably. And I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "I'm afraid that Lawrence will come and try to kill me."
Please spell. Web.
I was in the hallway taking a shower.
Please spell.
Phone rings and I look and I see
Far.
TC Collins. So I answer him.
Press
I'll never forget TC saying,
R.
"I've got the smoking gun."
Please spell. Fly.
Lawrence Cadenzi's former tenant.
Please spell.
Jim Collins about the
Cow.
before Lisa vanished.
Stop.
Please spell.
She says that the ground was
Icy.
frozen. It was been cold for several days.
Why are you
He was
chewing
out
on
there
your
smoking a
foot?
cigarette. Lawrence didn't know that she had seen him come out of the top floor deck and carrying a big green bag that he could hardly carry.
Please spell.
He went out
Far.
about 10 minutes into the woods and came back and didn't have the bag with him.
Please
The
spell.
tenant says Lawrence left the
Mom.
house in a hurry. Once he was gone, she went inside and noticed a trail of dirt leading to a bedroom upstairs.
She had
Please
a grandmother
spell.
at the time. They come in
Fact.
the bedroom and they see all
She actually
pieces
chewing on my
military
nose.
gear, all laid out.
She
They
likes
walk
doing
into the
that.
bathroom
Please
and
spell.
all they see is a bunch of blood.
Kid.
They are scared to death. So they lock the door and go back downstairs.
Please spell.
What you
Say.
He was still so petrified
What
all these years later.
you doing, girl? You
I'm
got
afraid,
to
Lawrence, I don't know what he
do
told her, but I do know that
Yeah.
this fear was real. And that's why she hadn't come forward before.
Please spell.
This is the part that we need.
N.
And I remember thinking
H-E-N.
that pretty much seals this case.
Right here.
It was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Please spell.
And the phone
Boss.
rings, and I looked at the clock, and I says, my intuition, I said, it's Spencer.
Please spell.
And sure enough, it was. Nancy,
Take.
who just arrested Lawrence for the murder of Lisa.
Please spell. Crazy.
I jumped up and down.
Please spell.
We decided
Chess.
to indict him for murder, and the police went and arrested him.
He was in shackles, and we sat right there.
Chess.
And we looked right. He seen us. He didn't know what to do.
Please
He
spell.
knew. We wanted him
Look.
to know. It was us that was involved and brought him down.
Please spell.
Oh, he's a silly.
Yard.
I love you now. I love you now. I love you. What you got? What you
Caroline
got?
County prosecutor
What you
had a
got?
Please
tremendous
spell.
amount of circumstantial
Glue.
I
evidence.
love you.
Jim Burdette's Facebook tenant's eyewitness account proved damning.
Please spell.
Just 2 days
Town.
into the trial, Lawrence pleads guilty to second-degree murder and is sentenced to 25
Please
years
spell.
in prison.
Yell.
The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the trooper Randy Evans remains an open investigation.
Joe and I were relieved. The Lawrence finally was found guilty. We weren't happy that we didn't know what his remains were.
What happened to her body? So
What's the
Collins went to see Lawrence in prison and said, "Look, if you can tell us
What's
where
the
Lisa's
answer
body is,
here?
we convinced the prosecutor to
What's the
agree to a sentence
answer
reduction."
here?
What Lawrence said happened was that he
What's
and
the
Lisa
answer
had been
here?
arguing at the top of the steps, and that he had grabbed
What
Lisa,
is the
she
answer
pulled
to
away
this
from him,
question?
and fell down the steps and broke her neck. He was afraid he would be charged with murder, and so he just decided instead to just get rid of the body. gone missing.
What is the answer to this question? The way Lawrence likes to paint the pretty picture of it was an accident. I've seen my dad angry, and I just don't believe it.
Why are you calling her Lisa?
What's the answer here?
When he dropped her off in this field,
Answer this correctly.
50-gallon drum with muriatic acid.
After 15 years, the remains of Lisa Didenzi have finally been found. Just 1 year into his 25-year jail stay, Lawrence Didenzi is talking for the first time, leading police here to Spotsylvania County.
So we pull down in this field, and we find what looks like a lot of synthetic material that comes out of a sleeping bag.
Answer this correctly.
I look off to the right, and literally there's 3 bottles of muriatic acid that's been there for
What is the
15, 20
correct
years.
answer?
Not far from the acid bottles, investigators find something telling.
8.
It was Lisa Bartow's dental bridge,
What is the correct answer?
and it's the only human remains of Lisa that there are. But they were at least able to find some remains.
What's the answer
give the family some
here?
closure.
We have done the best we could
What is the correct
to
answer?
provide them at least we know where the resting place of her daughter is.
State police say Lawrence Didenzi had hoped his cooperation would help reduce his 25-year jail sentence, but it won't.
What is the correct answer?
We had a memorial at the Noel Kelly Cemetery. And
What is the answer to this question?
they had a flyover, they had a minister
What's the
there.
answer here?
Beautiful service. Absolutely beautiful.
What's the answer here?
That we got
on the bed.
What is the answer to this question?
to a headstone.
The bed.
We lobbied the Army to change her name back to Bavania.
I lived with a murderer
What is
for
the
13
correct
years.
answer?
I will never have the relationship I should have with my sister of growing up and driving her crazy and all of the things, and it definitely changed everything.
What is the answer to this question?
Through the whole process, we grieved a lot. Not just when it was over. It's a big part of our life every day. Nobody should have to go through this.
What is the correct answer? What's the answer here? What is the answer to this question?
4 times more dust, more clean even Mama approves of.
That reach.
Making hard to reach.
So easy.
Now with dust busting strips, it removes even field dust. Silver Duster Heavy Duty. Love it or your money back.
One Lola.
It was alternately scary, frightening, and questioning.
Answer this correctly.
Jeez.
I was thinking some wacko is going to jump out of the bushes and grab me. Who would have done this?
What's the answer here?
Look at the bad girl.
Completely bizarre purpose. This was a case that I
Answer this correctly.
in the background of my childhood.
Answer this correctly.
Questioning whether we would have her back alive. And I wanted to know what happened. This is crazy. We have 2 different.
No, I'm gonna go find a snack.
I would describe
described
I'm gonna make
Tacoma
chocolate cookies
as
shortly.
kind of a
Yeah, really?
blue-collar
Yeah.
town. We could go ride our bikes and walk to school without our parents fearing that something bad was going to happen to us. And
Can I have them fresh out of the
I
oven?
think after 1986,
I am.
that changed.
I love them fresh out of the oven.
She was
Well, you
just
got
a couple
cookie dough?
years older than me.
I gotta make it.
Can I have a little bit?
It was on the
Can you make
TV
like 2
every night
balls?
and in the paper,
Yeah.
and it
I'll
just
give
really
you one
shaped
ball.
our childhood.
Okay, thank you.
And not in a good way.
I'm recording, by the way. Just tell them I'll be right back.
It was in the middle of a beautiful spate of weather. It had been warmer than usual, sunny, the kind of days you want to just get out and do something, either in the yard or at the beach. You want to plan a picnic. You just want to go and do.
13-year-old Jennifer Bastian and her mother Patty spend a quiet summer morning together.
Jennifer
I'm back, guys.
was up. I got up. I think she got cereal. I got coffee,
Lola.
and we just talked about the
Lola.
day. She was going to go on a YMCA bike riding trip. It was a trip that was a little bit timid for her. She was a petite gal riding a 15-speed bike and trying to master that before the trip. And so she was practicing every day.
On that particular day, she asked for permission to ride her bike to the point to find
This I
which is something
saved
she had
up.
done
It
before.
took me a
Normally
while,
she would
but
take a
I
friend,
saved
but
up.
the friend wasn't still. So and she left a note for her dad, and she took off for the park.
I got
She
this
wrote a note saying she'd be home by 6:30. She wasn't there for dinner. She wasn't there after she had said she would be. It gets very scary. We called a few friends, neighbors to see if they had stopped off after her ride to play with their sons or daughters.
I love you.
And then we called the police.
I love you.
We were very close as a family. My dad, he had kids late in life, so I think he maybe appreciated being a dad even more than if he had had them as a younger man.
Party, what?
We had a great relationship. We had great fun. I'm 2 years older. I was definitely big sister material. I was the more serious one. I was the one who followed more rules.
Jennifer was a bundle of energy. She was ready to go at a moment's notice.
She was always active, always in motion. Our dining room was kind of open to the living room. Jennifer would literally get down from the table and go into the living room and start doing cartwheels and walkovers and gymnastics moves. Nothing to do with the city.
Jennifer lived life.
My dad picked me up from the movies, and right when I got in the car, he said, Jennifer hasn't come home from her bike ride yet. And his voice cracked, and I could see he had been crying, and I knew that something was very wrong.
I can't tell you what I was thinking. I can tell you I was feeling extremely anxious. The police had come. I didn't know what to expect the next would be.
The police pulled me aside. They wanted to ask me some questions. Were there things that maybe Jenny kept as a secret that she would want mom and dad to know? Really, that was me. We didn't have any secrets.
The police asked for a piece of her clothing or something from her room. Well, I hope when in his bedroom we got a t-shirt or a school bag. I don't know what it was. Gave it to them. Had fallen down, had a flat tire. Go through a whole litany of things it could have been.
They brought in bloodhounds to track from Jennifer's house down to the park. The dogs picked up her scent and indicated that she had gone around a 5-mile drive based on her scent, but the dogs didn't go.
When there is no sign from Jennifer the following morning, the search intensifies.
The 5 Mile Drive was closed down while searchers went on horseback, on ATVs, on foot. It's kind of hard for people to grasp
Okay,
how
great. Now I
massive
need
and
the
expansive
Leon
this
heart.
park is until you've seen it.
Emberlat.
Allow your
The sea.
child
There are
who's
really,
like
really
12
steep
or
cliffs
13
that
to
go
go there
straight
alone.
down into
Purple
the water.
crystal.
So there was the question of could she have gone off a cliff
And
been washed out to sea?
the 65 health.
The news covered the story. There were flyers made up and posted all over the north end of Tacoma. They had about 300 people out looking for Jennifer, and they found nothing. The thought process after that 3-day search was, she's not in the park.
I think it was on day 2 or 3 that the doorbell rang and I
Oh, it was
answered it.
officially
There's a
hit
lady there.
1 hour.
And she said, "Are you Patty?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I'd like to talk with you," and
So-
introduced herself as Barbara Welsh, Michelle's mom.
Smooth slicing.
12-year-old Michelle Welch.
Oh yeah, this game is actually fun.
Before Jennifer. She was last seen riding her bike near Puget Park. Mere miles
The great
from her
sword. The
Jennifer.
katana is the best one though.
10 hours after Michelle was reported missing, search dogs
Like
found
you gotta
her
just
body.
go up to someone
She'd been
and
sexually
start.
assaulted.
Oh, I forgot what button was a
The
hit
little
button.
girl's killing shocked the community.
Yeah, it's actually very easy.
I know I felt sorry for her. She's lost her daughter.
Oh God.
It's terrible. It's a very, very brave move on your part to have come by.
I don't know if it was just what the default was, but it really seems the police felt that someone had kidnapped Jennifer and was going to contact for ransom in exchange to get her back.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Run, 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 run.
On my dad's birthday, August 8th, the press conference
Oh, God.
he did in the Twin Defiance Park was actually aimed to the
I think I'm fine.
kidnapper.
I think I'm fine.
We were told that whoever took her would surely be watching the news and would hear us talking, just like our plea to this phantom kidnapper.
Oh, here, run.
Coverage. A lot of people did call in and reported seeing Jennifer.
I am badly injured right
Investigators
now.
knew she was there.
Detectives run down every tip, but none of them lead to Jennifer.
I was at Bobo.
There was a jogger who was part of a YMCA running club, and he was jogging through the trails at Point Defiance Park and noticed a really foul odor off of one of the trails. So he
You can kill it in like 3 shots with this thing.
came and tried to locate the source of this odor, but they could not.
But it takes down so much stamina.
Tacoma police came out,
50 kills.
canine out,
Unlock spear.
locate the source of this odor.
On August 28th, 24 days after Jennifer vanished, her family's
I'm in
worst
water.
fears
I'm
come
in
true.
water.
A search and rescue team
I got.
finds her remains near the 5 Mile Drive.
It was apparent to the investigators at the time that she had been sexually assaulted just based on the positioning of her body and the positioning of her clothing when she was killed.
Menu. The Great Sword.
The 2 cases of Michelle and Jennifer were so similar that a lot of people thought there must be some deranged serial killer.
Great Sword against Great Sword.
People were on edge. People were questioning, do we have a serial killer?
I'm a little bad.
Is there going to be another victim?
But yeah, you can like chop people up once they're dead, which is cool. But this is like what it does to like. You can actually like chop.
A police officer named Pat O'Malley had been assigned to come in the morning to inform the family of what the police were going to do to look
No.
for Jennifer today.
Where's your
And
dad?
in the evening, come and tell the family what the results of that were. I never gave up. Never gave up hope.
Yeah, 3
I
shots.
distinctly remember around noonish being on the ladder painting. I just heard the latch on the screen door go, and it was Dad walking in. And he walked up to the ladder, and he reached up and he took the paint brush out of my hand. He walked down the ladder and sat me in the chair, and he said, "We found her." And truthfully, I can't remember who said what, or what was said, or how it was said. But the two detectives that worked on the case were there and explained
Bro, I just one tap that guy.
as gently as they could.
Oh, he's so tiny.
Her body itself was positioned on its back, arms above her head.
Dude, last time I
knees
played this was
somewhat
someone
bent
who made
and
me show me.
out to the side. Her bathing suit was pulled down to her right ankle. Her bicycle was located maybe 60 feet away.
Bro!
Decomposition, it was very difficult to tell for certain, but there was a ligature that was around her neck, and based on everything that we saw and everything that we knew, we believe that was most likely going to be the cause of death. That was confirmed at autopsy.
The murder of a second young girl sparks a wave of fear.
Bro!
I went to college in Washington State and Seattle, and I remember hearing about both of the murders and just being horrified. There's nothing more all-American than kids out riding their bikes in our parks, in our beautiful state. And to have two of them within a few months of each other snatched off their bicycles, raped and murdered, with no sense of who's out there doing this. Tacoma now believes there's a serial rapist and killer on the loose. And everyone's just on the edge wondering, will they catch this person before he strikes again?
Dude, I used to be
This
so
is the
good.
background of my childhood. I was thinking some wacko is going to jump out of the bushes and grab me. After that summer, I never rode a bike again.
As the investigation intensifies, the people of Tacoma come together to support the Bastian family and say goodbye to Jennifer.
As we were leaving, I glanced up and saw that foyer was filled with law enforcement. Not in uniform. These were
I'm gonna end
moms
it.
and dads.
Actually,
These
nah,
were
nah,
family people
I won't end it here.
who cared and felt and had journeyed with us. That was a pretty powerful statement.
The
Tacoma
fists
police
actually
had
kill
help
people.
from the Green River Task Force to
Really
investigate
fast.
the number of incoming
Like bamboo
tips.
pop.
Based on the similarities between the two cases,
And it's like-
it was believed that the same person must be
It does
responsible
very
for both
fast.
cases. So detectives were following up on the hundreds of leads that were coming in.
Fairly early on, there was a potential suspect identified. He, to some extent at least, lived out of his van. The thing that was very compelling about him was that he spent a great deal of time at Point Defiance Park in the parking lot. And somebody that there'd been a number of issues with over the years. Once he was identified as potential suspect, it was a matter of locating him, and it was my partner and I that located him down on the waterfront of Tacoma. The van was detained, as was he, and a search of the van then took place. During the course of that search, there's a number of things that were interesting to us. One of the items was a wooden mallet type thing that was roughly 3 inches around, and it was actually relatively close in size to the injury that Michelle had sustained on her head. Additionally, there was a number of drawings within the vehicle that had juvenile females in rather explicit positions, but nothing that was specifically able to be associated with either one of the victims. And he provided a DNA sample voluntarily and was able to be excluded because of the DNA that had been found in Michelle's case.
By the summer of 1987, new leads coming in vanish like tiny leaves in the forest wind, and the case goes cold.
This case originally had multiple detectives assigned to it as part of this task
Bro.
force. but eventually the leads had pretty much dried up.
It's a very difficult thing to be intimately involved in these investigations and to not be making progress.
It was very clear that they had done everything that was possible. They were extremely, extremely professional, and that's gotta be hard when the person you're going to see wants an answer, and you don't have it.
We already had Ted Bundy, and in 1986, the Green River Killer was in full force. So we had a history in our area of really brutal serial killings.
And
The
your
Green River
parents
Killer
let y'all
became
just
active,
roam free.
and King County police started finding bodies of young women on the banks of the Green River and in the Green River, which was the county north. And everyone knew about that case because it was huge. There was some evaluation done at that time.
The victimology was totally different. The location of occurrence, Pierce County rather than in King County. There was really nothing that suggested that these were or could even potentially be linked to the Green River Killer. Really, the department took ownership of these cases and made me want to be a homicide detective, and then subsequently made me want to start the cold case unit. And just that, we gotta find a way to solve them. When I began to develop the cold case unit for the Tacoma Police Department, I collected information on all the unsolved homicides that took place in the city of Tacoma. It was during the course of putting all of that information together that I identified 2 other juvenile females that had been the victims of sexual assault homicides in 1986. The thing that was very interesting about it was one of the victims, Denise Sally, went missing in January 1986. Her body was subsequently located just a few days after Michelle had passed. So you have 4 juvenile females, all within Pierce County. So I began looking at the overall case files of both Jenny Bastian, Michelle Welch, and then Denise Sally and Kimberly Payne on the county side. And there was a name that continued to show up on occasion. It was Timothy Burkhart.
This your bag, sir? Walk that way. Oh, you the Geico Gecko!
Oh, you the Geico Gecko!
Filed a claim for my car with the Geico app. Only took 2 minutes. Well, I mean, car goes on the back end more than just savings. Next time, how about less fluid ounces? Fair enough. Oh. You use this much syrup? Well, my skincare routine. And a pump top? It'll make a mess. Well, I'm taking this. You took all of it.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Have a nice flight.
At the Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School, you don't just receive a public education. You receive an education that will grow with you. Education doesn't just happen in books or on a screen. It happens through experience. Our students experience growth, pride, and confidence. State-of-the-art facilities, and knowledgeable, dedicated teachers and staff. You will experience the benefits of fun and fun. PA Cyber students experience success. Make the most of every experience at the Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School.
I'm a bit of a lightweight when it comes to spice.
Soft diva France, vive le Fisher House.
I start looking and I'm able to identify Timothy Ray Burkhart. And it was when I dug into that name that it piqued my curiosity. Timothy Burkhart, at the time that the cases occurred, was a 20-year-old male, and looking at his criminal history is rather limited. But there is one case where he's a suspect in an attempt abduction about 1.5 years prior to the Denise Sally case. As I looked further into him, I actually found that he was listed as a suspect in 2 homicides that occurred in 2001. I looked further and found that he had actually committed suicide. And as a result, those cases were never able to be fully adjudicated.
Using evidence found at the 2001 crime scene, the State Crime Lab develops a DNA profile of Timothy Burkhart.
What we ended up learning was that Timothy Ray Burkhart's DNA matched the evidence from the Kimberly Payne homicide, so that links into Kimberly Payne and Denise Sally, but is not consistent with the profile developed in the Michelle Welch case. So the bad news was Jenny and Michelle's cases are still unsolved. Detective Wood and I were actually partners in special assaults, sex crime. And so whenever I needed something, she was kind of my go-to person for help.
On speaking with a forensic expert, Detectives Miller and Wade are advised to submit Jennifer's swimsuit to the crime lab. The hope is to obtain a reference DNA sample for Jennifer, in case it's needed in the future.
So Gene submits Jennifer's swimsuit to the crime lab, and a few months later, he gets a call from the crime lab, and the forensic scientist says to Gene, "Hey, are you interested in the male DNA that we found on Jennifer's swimsuit?" It was like, "What do you mean, male DNA?" The scientist tells Gene,
Bro, you can one-tap Roblox, bronze Robloxia.
in the form of spermatozoa in the crotch of Jennifer's swimsuit. This is the bomb, because not only are we learning for the first time that we do have DNA evidence from an
He's so
endocrine
tiny, you would have one-tap.
we also learn at that same time that this DNA profile was entered into the state and the national DNA database, and it did not match the DNA in the Michelle Welch case. This is crazy. We have two different killers. Like, what is going on? So the first thing that Gene did was to go back through and look at who had been identified and eliminated previously, either by alibi or in some cases by DNA, and then pull those people back up again and resubmit their samples so that they could be compared against the DNA profile in Jennifer's case.
Detectives submit the DNA of Burkhart's swimsuit to CODIS, but there's no match. With the case still unsolved at the end of 2014, Detective Gene Miller makes the difficult decision to retire, leaving the case with Detective Wade.
Detective Wade is one of those people that if you're a bad guy, you do not want her in your rearview mirror, because she will not quit.
This was a case that I grew up with, and I wanted to know what happened. When I took over the case, I recognized that because it was so massive that I took on the daunting task of creating a database so that I could take every single male name that appeared in either one of the cases, and I entered that name into this database, along with whether or not they had DNA in CODIS, whether or not we had collected their DNA as a part of the investigation, were they dead, were they incarcerated. There were 2,300 plus names in the database.
As Detective Wade searches for Jennifer's killer, the best mourns another loss. In 2015, Jennifer's father died. He goes to the grave without seeing justice done.
RJ has seen us through a lot. And sure, he wanted to know. You carry the burden you carry. That's just life and its progression. When you've got a burden, carry it. We all do.
I met Patty and Ralph in 2013, working on the case, and I can't explain it, but for whatever reason, Patty and I just clicked, and she was really inspirational to me. We got to really know each other on a deeper level, and really gained a mutual respect for each other.
In early 2015, FBI Terry Postman, working for one of the FBI's satellite offices, helps Detective Wade with the case by obtaining DNA samples from a wider pool of possible suspects.
One of the primary roles is to collaborate on cases and investigations. How we prioritized who we were going to collect DNA from was based on the reason they were originally included in the investigation.
One sample leads them outside of Tacoma to Aberdeen.
We believe that this individual is living there in Aberdeen, right? And so we have a couple of addresses, and Lindsay and I went to the local police department there. They're like, oh yeah, this guy lives down here by the river. They took us to him. The van is just packed full of stuff. You can't even see that he's in there. He had stuff strapped onto the back of the van. It was pretty surreal, but you know, you just never knew, right? You never knew. Is this gonna be him?
With Lifetime, you can get approved fast right on your phone with no credit hit.
I just need an affordable car.
We've got thousands of cars under 15 grand. You can customize your terms on any of them.
I can change my down payment? This feels good.
This is a commercial. Go get your real deal at drivetime.com.
Okay, so we go to Rome. It was us and friends and her boyfriend.
Yes, and the entire time I think that my boyfriend is going to propose. We go to dinner at a beautiful romantic hole in the wall. He bends down on one knee. He's not taking a ring out. No, he's tying his shoe. He goes to pay for dinner, but his credit card is not accepted. So thankfully, I have my Sapphire Reserve card. At my non-proposal, I'm buying dinner for all of us, by the way. It was really fun. I mean, at least you got the points. True. Silver line. I mean, that is huge. Did with my husband, got the points.
This is Nature's Way Sambuca Immune Gummies. It's the #1 elderberry brand, and I totally see why people love it. The extract is made from elderberries that are hand-picked from European farms and forests where the climate produces world-class berries. Plus, the elderberry extract in these gummies is 64 times more concentrated than the elderberries themselves. And you're getting powerful immune support from vitamin C and zinc in just 2 gummies. And the best part is, my kids love these gummies. Like, no fighting over taking vitamins anymore. It's honestly a win-win.
Meet Charlie, part rescue dog, part couch potato. Meet the new Bissell Power Clean Fur Finder, part dirt finder, part fur remover, and a whole lot more convenient. Bissell, a new breed of clean.
He was parked in a van under his overpass, living in the van right next to the river that goes through Aberdeen there. Obviously, we'd introduce ourselves, right? I'm Detective Wade, Tacoma Police Department. This is FBI Special Agent Usma. The reason that we're here today is in relation to a cold case homicide from 1986, and we would like to eliminate you as a suspect. And he willingly gave the sample.
Analysts run the DNA sample, but it's another letdown. The DNA from the man in Aberdeen doesn't match the DNA found in Jennifer's swimsuit.
Here we have Jenny's case that's actively being investigated, and we have a profile. We don't know whose it is. It's frustrating, right? It's frustrating.
Despite the years of frustration and all the dead ends, Detective Wade never gives up.
This case was so important to me for many reasons. I never dreamed as a youngster that I would be in a position one day to work on the case.
Lindsay worked so hard on these 2 cases. She was 11 years old when this happened to Jenny. There's just something about Lindsay and her total dedication, her total involvement, her intelligence. She gave so much for us as a community.
With leads once again running thin, Detective Wade learns of a murder case in Arizona.
I had heard about a woman named Colleen Fitzpatrick who had helped the Phoenix Police Department solve these cold cases from, I think it was 1990 or 91. And I had talked to the detectives on that case, and when they told me what she had done using genealogy, I was intrigued, to say the least. So with the help of the FBI, we were able to pay for Colleen's assistance in working on the case. Our crime lab basically created a profile from the DNA from the swimsuit. And YSTR DNA is DNA that's passed down from father to son. And so theoretically, if you follow the paternal line, the last name should stay the same. We gave Colleen the YSTR profile. She did her research and looked through her genealogy databases and came up with 3 potential last names for the suspect based on that DNA. The 3 names were Smith, Holbrook, and Washburn. No one in the case file named Holbrook. So I went back and I looked at Washburn, and I saw that a guy named Robert Washburn had called in a tip back in like May of 1986 in Michelle's case. So this was before Jennifer was killed.
And he says that he had seen a jogger, and he often jogs in Point Defiance Park, and he had seen someone through there that maybe they should look at, someone that might be suspicious.
The detectives about him, and so they just wrote.
I'm gonna end it here, guys.
to
Yeah.
continue investigating.